I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this. As you can tell, I'm sweating a little bit. Something I haven't done in a long time. You maybe saw a few videos ago. I was sweating. Tell you a little story. Anyways, I'm 5 weeks off of arm wrestling. And never thought I'd be happy to say that. But 5 weeks, not a lot of time in both ways. Not a lot of time to take off the sport. And it's not a lot of time to get ready. I told my mom, she was like, Devon, don't do it. I told my uncle, he thought I was crazy. I told John Milne, and he said, this is the greatest thing ever. So, on the 18th of September, I am stepping in for Eddie Hall, and I'm fighting the Mountain. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. So let me tell you a little bit of story about how this happened and my background in fighting and what the plan is from here until the 18th of September. And all the links are down below so you guys can watch this mayhem. Hey, king of the table, king of the ring, not a big transition. So I've never boxed. I've not really received any formal boxing training. I've loved fighting since I was a kid. My entire life, for the most part, has been shaped towards combat, combatives. Did judo all throughout my youth. One of the reasons why I joined the Army was because I thought I was going to be able to represent Canada in the Olympics one day. I thought I'd be able to do it through the CISM team. All that fell out. All that fell through. I fell in love with arm wrestling. CISM in the military, I played ball instead. I've always loved fighting. When I got in the military, because of my job, I definitely kept up with hand-to-hand combat stuff. Definitely kept up with it. In 2001, they made me the rep for hand-to-hand combat. All that means is that when our squad was doing hand-to-hand training, that I was kind of leading it. Not that we did it all that much, but I personally, for that time period, from about 2001 till about 2005 or so, I don't really remember, I was basically training every morning for about 2 hours, but it was mixed stuff. It wasn't boxing. It was whatever you could do. So punching, kicking, groundwork, I did everything. And I think I was pretty good. I think I was pretty good at that time in my life. That was about 16 years ago when I stopped. Stopped as that position. I stopped being the rep. I went to some places and they told me in some of the fight camps, they're like, you could probably go UFC if you wanted. But at that time in my life, you know, with Afghanistan going on, I honestly thought that it was a step back. I thought that I was in the highest level of combat that I could get. And going into a ring, I honestly believed was a step backwards. So I didn't do it. 16 years later, I'm old. My arms don't straighten. My cardio needs a massive overhaul. Massive. I'm a finely conditioned specimen for the art of arm wrestling. Okay? Way of the Giant Pumpkin. It's the story of my life right now. I have 5 weeks to get ready, to get in a ring with the strongest man on the planet. The most legendary of all the strongmen. Hafthor Bjornsson, the Mountain. I've always loved boxing, followed it. I remember when Lennox Lewis won the gold medal for Canada. I watched every fight. Thought he was the coolest dude in the world. I was just a kid. I remember watching Mike Tyson and thinking there is no man more dangerous or more violent. And I loved every second of it. I was like, Mike Tyson, dude he is combat. He is fighting. Loved it. Um, left a big impression on me. And now, I still keep up on fighting. Loved Roy Jones Jr. Loved the Gypsy King. I'm not a boxer, but in 5 weeks, I have my first fight of my life. And I'm so excited about it. I'm going to put arm wrestling completely on the shelf. I got excited again about boxing when Hapthor and Eddie made their announcement. Obviously, I follow strongman really closely. It's really related to arm wrestling. It's strength. Big fans of both of those two. And when I found out they were fighting, there's no fight that interested me more than that was going to be. I was gonna go to Jacksonville just to watch. Got moved to Dubai. Eddie blew his bicep. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. A fight that the whole strength world, the whole fitness industry was fired up to watch, has been pushed back. I mean, very unfortunate. When that happened, I've been speaking to Coresports because, as you guys know, Coresports also promotes arm wrestling events. And somewhat jokingly to the promoter, I said, "Hey, if you need a guy, put me in, coach." And it's funny how the universe works, right? At first, it was met by, "You got to be joking, right?" And I'm like, "No, I'd do it if you need me." And I assumed that there were thousands, and there probably were, of people just like me who said the same thing. I think it was last week, maybe Thursday or Friday, I'm not sure exactly, maybe Wednesday even, that I got a call from Coresports, and they said, "Hey, were you really serious?" And I was like, "Oh, damn." I'm like, "All right. Yes, I was." They told me it was down to 3. And they said, "Hold tight." So right away, as soon as I got that call, I go and start punching the bag. Call up my old friends from work. I'm like, "Hey, man, the rust has got to come off in a hurry." Potentially. Had a good weekend down to my mom's place. Came back this morning, and I got the confirmation. So that's it. As of today, contract signed, deal's done, and 18th of September, showtime. So anybody in the Ottawa area, anybody who knows boxing, hit me up. Come spar with me. Don't hurt me, because I got 5 weeks. But from now until then, I'm sweating. I'm moving my shoulders. I'm moving my fists. I'm dancing on my feet. That's it. Once upon a time, I was a good fighter. 5 weeks from now, I will be the best fighter I can possibly be. Thanks for the opportunity.